Good morning and welcome to Be My Guest Plus, brought to you by the YMCA. Our guest this morning, City of Two Rivers Police Chief Brian Kohlmeier, and thank you for joining us this morning.
You bet. No, always fun.
Always a pleasure having you with us. And you, as it's going through on police, fire, both, you're always looking for people. You still looking for some people to fill a few spots?
Well, actually, we've gotten to a point where, and I hate to say this because every time you say it, then something changes, but we're at full staffing.
Okay.
Recently, our last council meeting, we introduced, not the last one, the one before, we introduced 5 new officers in the department. And I want to make it clear, it's not 5 new positions.
Mm-hmm.
Those are positions that were open and needed to be filled. So that was a pretty big challenge for us. It still is. We have to train all 5 of those people, and that's a pretty big challenge for an agency our size. The other thing that people usually ask, well, how'd you end up having 5 openings? Well, it's very difficult now. It's hard to find candidates in law enforcement, find good quality candidates. The pool isn't the same size as it used to be. People aren't getting into the field like they used to, and other professions are like that as well. But we had a position that was open since 2020 from COVID because of budget issues and concerns. So we were able to fill that one finally. We had an officer that left the field, decided, actually was a supervisor, decided, you know what, law enforcement wasn't for them after quite a few years, just left the field, and that's becoming more commonplace too. We had a couple of retirements, and then we had a couple of officers that went to another department, which is also becoming more commonplace than even it was before, because everybody's looking for people, and so it's real easy to go from one place to another. And with the changes recently, departments are offering kind of what we consider lateral transfers, we'll call them, but the benefits are kind of equal out, so you're not starting over again when you go to another agency, so that makes it even easier to go. So we got 5, very, very lucky to do that, and most of them are still in field training right now.
All right. Interesting story. Interesting how that's working out. Well, thank you so much, Chief. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And if you'd like to hear the whole broadcast, go to WOMTradio.com/podcast. For Be My Guest Plus in the YMCA, I'm Lee Douglas.